Hello, adventurer. It's good to see you. You have made it to the morning grind.
Welcome, welcome.
It's the live stream at the beginning of the Geekverse, where we talk about all types of topics in geekdom, gaming, and fantasy, with an emphasis on being constructive and creating the things that we want to exist in the world.
It's all on the grind, Sizemore. Can't be too fine, can't be too coarse.
That's exactly right. There are a lot of adventures to be had today. Dungeons to explore and monsters to slay, and who knows what a random encounter might send our way. That's why we have to prepare, so settle in now for the morning grind with your favorite beverage in hand.
Tea? Or maybe something a little stronger. I've got a few bottles of the old Wynyard left.
Whatever you want. Pull up a chair.
Dude.
If you're feeling fancy, how about a cappuccino? Or a frappuccino? Or how about an espresso?
Just tea, thank you.
Sounds good to me, Gandalf. Whatever you want. I'm just glad you're here.
Everyone is welcome. You can just watch if you want. You don't have to worship anything you don't want to worship.
Thank you, Mike. But be forewarned.
Sometimes we get really strange characters around here.
Wait, what's that you say? Why can't you come and be a part of the stream?
My wife would disown me.
Oh no, I bet she'll be fine with it. Come on in.
Am I scared for my safety? No.
What are we supposed to do?
Everybody do the secret handshake.
Secret cultist handshake.
Oh, now do wizards who love each other.
This, my friend, is a science.
I still don't have gills, but it's fine.
It's all on the grind, son. Can't be too fine, can't be too coarse.
Dude, this would be a sick place to bring the band.
Indeed it would be, Dave. It really would. I'm seeing more people coming in. Welcome. Glad to have you here. Oh, look, here's someone new.
Is this the cultist meetup?
Yes it is.
Come to hang out? Please accept me. I have nothing else.
Okay, we accept you. Everyone's welcome here.
Brought some snacks.
Well, that makes things even better.
You want some coffee? I don't drink coffee.
You sure? It's cultist coffee.
What makes it cultist coffee?
I'm a cultist and I'm drinking it.
Oh. Then I'll have some.
What exactly is going on here?
I'm seeing more people coming in. Welcome, welcome. It's so great to have you. Oh, and look, here comes another stranger.
Can we help you?
Yes, fellow cultists. I could really use some food.
Oh yeah? Welcome. We have donuts.
Oh, it's me. I'm glad I'm here. I'm sure you have a few questions for me, though.
What's your name? Who do you work for? What god do you worship?
Great questions, Rob.
I'm Steve King, and I worship Nyarlathotep.
No, not really. I'm just Heath, and I won't be worshiping anything this morning. But I will be your host. Welcome to the office. We're going to have a great time. I've got my coffee ready, because now it's time for the morning grind.
If you could become a fish, that would be amazing. Then I could command you with my mental fish powers. Good morning, everyone. How are you doing? It is so great to see everyone here. I am feeling fantastic this morning. I am absolutely feeling fantastic. I hope you are too. I'm feeling better than I have felt in probably a couple of months. I have been dragging over here. You probably heard me say for the last couple of months, but I have been really excited about what's going on here lately. Starting, a few days ago, but yesterday I was doing some things. I was getting extremely excited about it. And I couldn't even sleep last night. And it's been a long time since I wasn't able to sleep because I've been up working and I couldn't go to sleep. So this is fantastic. There is a lot going on. I am very excited. I love feeling good. And so I'm glad that you are all here with me this morning. Let's see here. Micah is here. Good morning. Lynn is here. Welcome, Lynn. Mike is here. Good morning, Mike. And Zero the Blade and Andrew, Sable Phoenix, of course. Good morning. Good morning, Don. Good morning. Good to see you. Glad to have you here. So this morning, what I wanted to do was take a look at the Alchemy RPG tabletop, the virtual tabletop. We looked briefly at the Kickstarter on the morning grind when the Kickstarter was still running for this virtual tabletop, and I didn't completely understand it when I did back it. I did back the Kickstarter. Yes, Sable Phoenix says, nice. Ride that non-pharmaceutical high. Yes, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. Trying to make sure I keep going here. But, you know, it's so much about a cinematic experience. What we were looking at is so much about a cinematic experience. You know that I'm really big on invoking the feel of a particular game. And it seems like Alchemy RPG could do that. Last night, what I did is I spent several hours. One of the things I did last night was watching basically tutorials on a bunch of different tabletop RPG or virtual tabletops, particularly Alchemy. And then Micah had recommended to us One More Multiverse yesterday. I believe that was yesterday, or maybe it was the day before. I don't remember. But One More Multiverse and Alchemy. And of course, there's some other ones to look at. I want to get deeper into Foundry and things like that because I really want to find us a good one. I want to find a good one that, well, I don't think any of them do everything that you want. But depending on what your particular gameplay style is and what you are after, we need to identify which ones do which. Because it seems like they're the very technical ones. There's the ones with a lot of features, and then I want some more freeform, lighter ones too, and they just fill different niches, right? So I don't know. It does look like. See, I've used Roll20. I have used Roll20 because Lou ran a Fate game in Roll20, so I have used it, and that's kind of early. I mean, that's one of the first ones, right? And what I was noticing when I was going through all the tutorials for One More Multiverse and then also Alchemy, that there's been a lot of evolution in thought of these things beyond Roll20, or have I used Fantasy Grounds? I'm not sure. I still need to get into Foundry. I was looking at Forge because people recommended Forge too. So Forge is a way to independently host a Foundry server, it looks like. So I'm going to have to look more into that as well. So, Don says, I've been interested in this Alchemy app. I'm happy to learn more. So I went through a bunch of tutorials last night. There seems to be a lot there, but I haven't actually opened up the program to make sure I could log in. But that's as far as I've gone. So we'll be looking at it for the first time here. I did post in the Alchemy RPG Discord server also that we were doing this. So if other people are coming in and looking at the Discord server, or other people might be coming in from that Discord server. And maybe it's always great to have people who are familiar with something that we are looking at. So if they come in, maybe they can help us out and tell us what's going wrong here. Lynn says, I would love to find a good alternative to Roll20. This interface is so slow and frustrating, and I have a really fast internet connection. And, to me, I just hate all the clicking. I hate all the clicking. Let's see here. Let's see. Micah says, I've seen people posting on some of the other videos as well. And it's also pretty neat when you see somebody that's from here is posting on other people's videos. Good morning. Let's see. Lynn says, I've used Fantasy Grounds. It works about as well as Roll20, but it has its own set of issues. Okay, so before we get into that, look, I even made coffee this morning. I'm drinking out of the Fish Do Not Drink Tea mug. So I made some coffee this morning. It was cooler this morning when I woke up, but it's already getting a bit hot. So, but I decided I had to make some coffee this morning. So let's go ahead and see let's go ahead and do our sip. Let's do two deep inhales, breathe and sip, 2 deep inhales. If you're new here, complete exhales. This is the mental health portion of the show. Deep inhales, complete exhales, and then take a sip of your favorite beverage this morning. I do have coffee this morning, so here we go. And here we go. All right, that's how to start the morning right. Sable Phoenix says, Roll20 is a dog. I think they're still kind of the default because it was one of the first, but for no other reason. Micah says, I backed Alchemy at the $25 amount because of the backer features and discounts for the future. Stargate Mind says the problem is the devs. They're adversarial regardless of the industry. It takes the players to make the platform. Are you talking about one in particular? Hey, Mental Fish can drink tea. Absolutely. Micah says, I tried Roll20 and just hated it. I couldn't manage to draw in app slow and not much to it all the time. Better now, but meh. Lynn says 70 degrees Fahrenheit right here, but for the first time in days. We might be getting close to 80 right now this morning here in Alabama. Oh my God. We're not quite here. We're not quite there yet. Okay, let me show you. Okay, actually, one announcement is I got a whole bunch of tracking numbers this morning for the Goodnight Sword Kickstarter. So I noticed that a lot of the books that I put in on the 20th when I last updated it, the campaign have shipped. So I started sending out some tracking numbers on the Kickstarter campaign today. So there are books that are going out, a large chunk of books that are going out, which are the non-signed ones. I packed up Robert, if you're here, I think I messaged you, but Robert, yours is packed up because there are a couple of people who I still needed to send from me because I got some in that I needed to sign. And boy, everyone that I got here to sign has already gone out. I even tried to get a couple of extra, but people already claimed them. So I'm going to try to get a few more in here, but that one's still got to ship from me. I guess that'll ship on Monday. Others that are shipping direct are going out. So I'll be sending out tracking numbers. So that's very close to wrapping up everything on the Goodnight Sword Kickstarter. Let's see. So I was also working on our, let's now call it, check this out. It's a coffee shop. Let's check out the virtual coffee shop. Because, okay, so, we tried out the virtual tavern. What was that, 2 days ago or 3 days ago or something like that? And I got a lot of feedback from everybody. Jump in. But I do want to show you this because I was also working on this last night. I'm going to add this to stream right here. This right here. Well, oh, here we go. So we have a better environment now. I was working on this. Check this out. Is this 5 coffees? So this right here, instead of a tavern here, we now have a coffee shop, which is a bit more suitable for the morning grind here. And this is a much better layout for our virtual tavern. We've got a lot more space to walk around in because we noticed that one of our problems was that the other tavern was a bit too constricted. And so this is a much more kind of open layout. And then all of our game spaces are defined here by like looking at like the rugs here and places to sit. And then I've got games here, which we're going to talk about later. But what we need is a really great or several different virtual ways to play games so that we can sit down and we can put people in like the different environments here. So we got the coffee shop right here. We need some additional branding, but we got the coffee shop. So I can come back here and I can be working at the counter and things like that. And people can come over here and sit at the coffee bar if they want to sit over here at the coffee bar, if they just want to hang out and talk to people, kind of free form over here at the coffee bar. Let's see. We got bookcases. See, lots and lots. See, this has lots more places for people to hang out. Check out this up here. This is look at our rabbit banners. I had to have rabbit banners. I was like, wait a minute, you can have rabbit banners in here? So you know me, I had to have rabbit banners. So check that out. We have rabbit banners hanging up in the coffee shop here. We should probably call this the Cultist Coffee Shop. So I was throwing out some, it comes built in with some games like One Night Werewolf. I still think there's some better ways to play. We just got to find out what the best way to play is. But this is, I'm really excited about this. We've got a Tetris game over here, and it does have Dominion as well. So I'm kind of excited about this. So this is going to work better, I think, than our other layout. So, I told you, I'm working on things. I'm working on it. Let's see here. Andrew says, just started Roll20 and I did not and I do not find it easy to figure out. We had a large group, some in the US and the UK, so time zones are making it worse. Foundry is the most system agnostic platform I've seen so far, but I'm not an authority. I'm going to dig into Foundry too, because people keep telling me that it's great, and I want to I want to get into it, but I just have not been able to. Lynn says, nice layout, but is that real wood floor or planking or vinyl? Oh, this is the real wood floor, of course. We've got the real wood floor here. So we might have to do an open house on this to let people get more familiar with the interface, because you hit G and you do ghost through people, because we had problems with people running into each other. We should have less trouble with that now, but because of the open floor plan. But you can hit G and ghost through things. You can also, if you're like, right click and click move here. So if you don't want to use your keyboard to walk around, then you can just right click and say move here, and it will send you over there. I noticed that. That's really great. And then also you can right click on somebody and follow them. So if somebody says, hey, let me show you where we're going, you can click on that person and follow, and then you'll follow them around to wherever your particular game is, or something like this. So I was getting increasingly, this is one of the things I was getting excited about last night. So this is a tavern. We need some more branding, but we'll see. Good morning, George. Good morning. Good to see you. Micah says the rabbit banners look nice. Mike says, love the banners. The bookcases put me in mind of the bookcases from HQ. So where's the secret door? Well, there might be secret doors. There might be secret doors. There is a trap door over here. That doesn't go anywhere right now, but there is a trap door. So who knows? There could be some secret doors here. We do have bookcases. They do look very much like the Hero Quest bookcases over here. So I think this could be fun. Hero the Blade says, with the bigger open space will now make it easier to move around and not get stuck if somebody's blocking the door. Exactly. So this is going to be better. This is going to be better. Hey, Vision. Good morning, Vision. Oh, please do like the stream. Please do. Thank you, Vision. And if you're new here, please do subscribe. We're here basically every morning at 9:30 a.m. Okay, let me bring this down. Let's go over check out Alchemy. So let me take that down, and then where is my screen for Alchemy? Get to the main the main course for today. Lynn says the trapdoor leads to the secret karaoke bar in the basement. Maybe. Rogue Thinker says, it looks good, Heath. Nice job. And good morning. Good morning. Good morning. There is a clock between the rabbits, but the rabbits aren't white. I didn't have an option for different color rabbits. Now you can import more stuff. Like I could create more custom stuff, but at the moment I just saw rabbit banners and stuck them in. But that's a good observation. Okay, so here, this is the Alchemy platform, and I just basically logged in. I wanted to be sure that I could log in, but I haven't actually gone through and done anything in here. Apparently there is a desktop client, but it was really important to me to make sure that you could do this inside a window, inside a browser, because you can link the browser to the tavern or the coffee shop. And so that seems to be more difficult to do or impossible to do if I'm having to do that through an external app. So I've always been looking for things that are in browser-based windows. So this is what you see as soon as you go in. And basically, I did click this game that was like live or something like that, and it was like going to put me in there. And I was like, oh, no, hold on. But I think I was going to go in as a spectator or something like that, but I clicked out of it. So because here are the Humblewood, I noticed has material for both Alchemy and that One More Multiverse. So you can buy some type of Humblewood pack here. So we do have live games. So this is apparently what you click in and then watch somebody playing. 21 active private games that are going on right now. So this is home. Okay, I've got player demo. I hope I can do this. Subscribe now, create unlimited games, and then so I backed the Kickstarter, but I don't think we've gotten any type of like I haven't seen anything about redeeming the reward yet. I went through and I did the backer kit thing, so I don't think we have that. But let's see what this is. Lore of Athera player demo. Okay. Now see, we got music here. I'm gonna change up my microphone. You'll have to get the music through my microphone through the speakers. All right, let's enable video. Well, or not. Let's just join. Sable says, man, if there's a good system that runs a good superhero game out there, and we could pair it with something like this that would really invoke the mood, I'd want to run a City of Heroes campaign. So, okay, enter a few details to get started. You'll be able to make changes later. It's just... Elf. Is this music overwhelming? My mic's pickup isn't bad. Okay, good. Put in the all music from various zones and whatnot. Would be so cool to drop in the Atlas Park theme on my players from time to time. You know, I like that this is not based on just a battle map, because like I don't like just clicking all the fiddly clicking, trying to get things to do things, you know, and I don't like necessarily. Now, some people want to go square by square, but I don't necessarily want to have to go square by square, because we've talked about a lot of like zone-based combat here, and you know, using the near and far and kind of things. And so I'd much rather see if I can invoke a field. Now, I think you can go to like a combat map or something like that. So Waterleaf Bookshop. So I love the background. I mean, it seems like I like having the imagery. So this is apparently a scene that's been set up here. So I've got 8 hit points. I got no HP. I guess this is being set up for 5th edition or something. So over here, the journal, it said, is the chat. So, okay, I can say things over here. In notes, I just started my quest. You don't have any actions. Use a button to add one below. Choose an action type. Sword. Attack. This determines your to hit. Ranged attack. Add a saving throw to this attack. There is a reason to use a lot of 5th edition, because I've noticed that a lot of people are adding that. So if I say sword, I click this, like use sword, attack 8. Edit my sword attack. Oh, add another action. So I guess you can do multi actions here. Description: the pointy end of the sword goes in the other guy. Yeah. George says, I like tactical maps that other VTTs are based on for combat. For the rest, my group just does theater of the mind, which I think this works well for. But like I said, you can switch over to, okay, so tactical mode. So, okay, so when I switch over to tactical mode, it does give me a... So, okay, so I got story mode, and I got tactical mode. Add tracker. Let's see. Features, armor, add an armor type, medium armor, description, spells, equipment. Where does that put that? Edit the character here. So this is 5th edition stuff. There may be other ways. It's probably not all 5th edition. We did some kind of demo, right? Some kind of player demo. So it may be set up for 5th edition. You may be able to use other things. I think that was the case. So trackers. But we didn't. I guess I'm tracking myself here. Maybe because I'm a player. That's. Oh no! Add tracker. New tracker. Second tracker. Tracker type. Bar pip. Let's try pip. Current point value 6. Oh, so maybe this is let's say rations. Okay. Let's see if that's what I'm supposed to do over here. So now I've got trackers. Now I'm tracking rations. And I can turn them on and off. Let's see. Can you build everything yourself and then ship to the players who need it, or does everyone need to build their own actions? Surely you can ship it. Surely everyone doesn't have to build everything. Surely. We'll see. Because there is the GM demo. We'll check that out. I might have to look at Foundry more tonight and go through about that. And Foundry is great for theater of the mind type scenes too. Really? Okay, I need to look at that. Lots of people talking about that. Len says, what I'm looking for is a VTT that makes homebrew systems easy to use. Yeah, and that's talking about the different things that you're looking for. One thing is very freeform, that if you're playing some type of homebrew system or something like that, that you can just get in and you can do it, and it doesn't get in your way. That's a huge thing to me. Another thing is that, well, gee, some people will want, hey, I want it to do all of the calculations for 5th edition or whatever it is. And that probably involves a lot of clicking. Okay, so you remember when I was saying that, well, there probably needs to be like 3 different things that you need to be tracking? There's probably some optimal level of stuff that you need to be tracking in a particular scene or, particular area. It may be that you can do that pretty easily right here. So I could also say, so that rations, what's something, or I don't know if you need water too. We could add tracker, water. Let's make that a bar. Current point value, add tracker. What? I didn't mean to make that one. I'll have to figure out how to get rid of it. But my water right here, lose 2. I kind of like the button. Whoop. Lose 4. There we go. Water level drops. Okay, I like that. That's an easy way to track resources. And they're right there. If there were like 3 resources or something like that, well, your hit points go over here and you got XP. So, okay, you're tracking hit points and XP. But if you're tracking, you got 3 other types of resources for the dungeon. Torches. Oh, torches. Yeah. Let's how do I delete a tracker though? Oh, remove. Okay, so there we go. Torches. That might be important. Let's use this as the pip type. And I got 5. Whoop. I keep wanting to hit add tracker. I wonder if I can change those colors. But, okay, number of torches that I've got left can go over here. Hey, I do like the scene. I like the scene. I can, especially with like stable diffusion, you should be able to set up a whole bunch of different scenes here. Actions, skills, equipment, notes. Okay, we looked at that. Okay, how do I move things? How do I add something to this map? Like, where do I say where I am? So we do pop up with this grid, which I like. So you can get there when you need it. Let's see. We got help. If we need to look at help, we'll look at that in a moment. We're not going to give up yet. Disable motion, X card, safety tools. Oh, this does specifically say 5th edition right here. Oh, okay. So this is lines and veils are used to set boundaries on content in a game. The player in this game have indicated the following are sensitive subjects. Oh, okay. Game details. Allow players to people to watch this game. Oh, I did notice that was something that was neat in some of the stuff I was looking at for the tavern and the coffee shop. Is that you could have people sit down with you and watch a game being played. So if somebody wanted to hang out, but they didn't want to play or they didn't have enough time to actually get involved in the game, they can come down and sit down in one of those and then watch the game being played. And I think that's pretty cool. That's an important part of that as well. Let's see. Hey, let me go ahead and put the, while I'm here, if you are new here, please do subscribe. But also, I'm going to drop the Raven Keep Discord link right in here. So if you'd like to join our Discord server, you're welcome to. I'd love to see you on the Raven Keep Discord link. Punk Soup says, I just signed up now and was mucking around, and it seems like you can't create your own custom content without paying a subscription. I don't know yet. This looks like it would handle Shadow Dark nicely. It very well might. Players 1. Content. Oh, okay. I think I remember this. So, okay. From the tutorials yesterday. So I'm bringing in stuff from the lore of Athera. If this works the way I think it does, this would be really, really great. Because here I'm bringing in 5th edition stuff, and I'm bringing in this Athera stuff, which is apparently their homebrew fantasy world or something like that. I think that's what it is. So I'm playing in that world, and then I'm playing in 5th edition. So I'm bringing in both of these things. So that's why this is a 5th edition game. So there must be some way to set up another card over here that says I want a different game system. Okay, we got the safety over here. So this is skills. So what happens if I click that? Oh, okay. So I click. Oh, I got to click check. Drag to modify. Oh, okay. So I want to do a strength. I want to do I got terrible dex. I want to do a dex check. Okay, so it does give me a... See, I'm just rolling terribly. I rolled a dexterity of 5. I wish... okay, it does give me some... So I can see that I rolled a 6. It subtracted 1. So it does do that. It tells me that... I guess, does it not... It doesn't say Grainin did that. But maybe that's because it's already under me over here. Let's do a con save. Constitution save 12. So I rolled a 10 on a 1d20 and I did a Constitution of +2. Okay. If I want to do a sleight of hand check. Okay. I just roll terribly. Okay, I still would like to put... How do I put myself... Does anybody know how to put myself on this grid? Okay, NPCs. The GM has not revealed any NPCs for this scene. Maybe combat hasn't started yet or something. Watchers. When spectators join the game, they will be displayed here. I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of excited about this. I'm kind of excited about this. Oh, the lines. See, I had never heard of lines and veils. I've heard of the X card, but I had never heard of lines and veils. Let's see. Let's go over. So, okay. So let's see. Is there anything else over here? Audio settings. I guess that looks like just about it. Let's go over and check out the, let's see. That's viewing my character. Okay. Oh, this is rolling. Okay, just flat out rolling dice right here. D10. Did that roll on? Okay, it did. 1d10. If I just want to throw a d20 or something, it allows me to do that. Okay, so that makes sense. That was the dice there. Let's go and check out the Game Master side of this. So, library Game Master demo. Okay, so this is on the Game Master side of things. Will it let you change your character? Oh, I don't know. Will it let you change your class? I don't know. Yeah, so it does. It does seem like you can create your own scenes, right? Yes. All right. So now, what do I do here? So we do have the journal. Okay, we got the journal over here. Hi, I am the Game Master. Okay, notes. This is my important Game Master note. Okay. Oh, hey, I got a question for everybody. I'm going to put this over here in the in a poll. I'm going to start a poll. Which system would you prefer for a West Marches style game? Dungeon Crawl Classics. Now, when I say Dungeons and Dragons, let's see. I'm going to say Dungeons D&D. This is not D&D, but D&D, right? So basically, the rules cyclopedia. When we went through that, like going through, so not 5th edition. I did find my rules inside my rules cyclopedia book, so I got it right here. Dungeon Crawl Classics, Rules Cyclopedia. What other thing would be a potential good one to run? Well, I'll add an option for 5e. I don't think too many people are going to check that, but D&D, 5e, other. See what people think. I just put that poll in there. Lots of comments going on today. Lots of conversations. Okay, so let's go over here while that's going on. Let's go over here to see what this game master side of things is. Okay, the music, I got to turn down a little bit. Okay. So we were looking at journal and notes. On my side of things, I've got, so if I say edit game, I've got name, description, game artwork, a visual to represent this game. Spectators allow people to watch this game automatic initiative rolls automatically distribute turn order in the encounter. So I guess that's when you start combat. Do you want everybody to have to roll, or do you just want it to decide? Like, please just let it decide. Let it roll the initiative. Private GM rolls hide rolls made by the game master. Save journal messages, persist journal messages across game sessions. Voice chat, use Alchemy voice chat for this game. Video chat, use Alchemy video chat for this game. So you've got those options. Players. Player invite link. Share this link to invite your players. Okay. Choose which content universes to enable in this game. Okay. So that's what I was looking at. So right now I've got 5th edition enabled. Marketplace. Well, if I click marketplace. So, okay, I was going to look at this later, but I guess we can look at this now. So now we've got a bunch of stuff here to import. Let's see what people are saying on the Rihanna says for West Marches, OSE works well, or D&D, Rules Cyclopedia, or straight BX, and BECMI. Sable Phoenix says, tough poll. I'd rather go for something like Lamentations, the Flame Princess. We got to look at that here on the Morning Grind. That keeps coming up, and I have not read it yet, so we're still going to, that's got to happen. You'd go Knave? Well, you know, You know, the Knave 2nd edition, I'm not sure. We got Knave 1st edition. I would. It's possible. It's possible that we could go Knave. It's possible to go Knave. Let's see what. Let me check. Let me close the poll and then see what's going on over here. Or no, anybody else still voting? I'll give you a few more minutes to vote. Knave would be interesting. Being a classless game, I hadn't thought about that. Now, see, I was thinking about like the Rules Cyclopedia to going like, you know, trying to get characters, you know, up higher level. I was thinking about, you know, these really high level games. It seems like going out into the frontier to be able to establish domains and having the players establish additional safe havens and things like that would be interesting. Dungeon Crawl Classics, I remember we were a big fan of, and I do want to do one of the character funnels. But the issue there, I was thinking, is that if you're trying to introduce new characters to a West Marches game, you'd have to do a funnel for like periodically to bring new people in. So that seems like it'd be fun, but the funnels might be fun, and then to level up a character. But it seems like if you'd want people to just be able to sit down with the character and start playing instead of having to do a funnel. I was thinking about that. I mean, we could do like, I mean, AD&D could have been on the list as well. Don says, I'm liking Shadow Dark so far. It's very similar to what I homebrewed for 5e to do. Basically 5e dice with OSE classes, BECMI setting, and monsters. Lamentations is a great distillation of BECMI and AD&D, and actually makes thieves useful and magic scary. We may have to look at that one very soon. No, I know you don't need a funnel. But generally for the Dungeon Crawl Classics, when you're creating characters, you start with a bunch of characters that go through the funnel, right? Let's see. So, okay, let me go over here and close down this. So people are saying 50% say something else. Only 25% said Dungeon Crawl Classics. 16% said the Rule Cyclopedia. That's interesting. Of course, it may be that with the other, that could be Lamentations or Shadow Dark or something like that. So it could be that, like, of the 12 people who voted, there are like 1 or 2 people on every on every different game system. We'll have to look at Shadow Dark. I hadn't thought about Shadow Dark in that context, but also we'll look at the Lamentations. I need to catch up on that and find out what that is. Okay, so here is our library. So like Free League. But if I click on Free League, I've got Ruins of Symbaroum, The Promised Land. See, okay, this is free. Okay, so let's say, what if I click this, since it's free? The acclaimed dark fantasy world comes to 5e. So I know there's a rule set. I think I was talking about that in Discord or something like that yesterday, that I know that I didn't know when I first got these books. I've got all of these Ruins of Symbaroum books over here, but this is the 5th edition version. So I guess that's nice that this is the 5th edition over here. But I understand there is its own game system as well. But we got Ruins of Symbaroum. So let's see. 5 articles, 19 NPCs, 4 pre-made characters, 7 items, 7 spells, 4 scenes. So let me say get. Launch quick start. Okay. So this is, well, this is trippy. Summon your party. Just start playing. Is this really what it's supposed to look like? Okay, so I got scenes down here. So I guess this is me being the game master again. NPCs, initiative, drag NPCs here to show them. Okay, can I get something else that's... that's not this? Okay, so I've got a list of scenes down here. I got scenes, story. I really need to look at something else other than this. Play. Play the scene. Okay, here we go. Now I'm playing a scene. Sure, let's see what our audio is. So here, I've got the party. I've got scene set up. Let's say if I switch over to tactical mode. Okay, now I do have, so I just had the grid on the other one. I guess that's because there was nothing set up. But with this scene, okay, I switch. So here's what scenes beginnings. It would be great if I could play a narration in here. Can you do that? Like if you had somebody who did like a professional reading or something of your setup and your scene, could you have people hear that? Do I not have music on this? Audio settings? I guess I don't have music in here. I told it to play music. Let's move up one of our, so this are NPCs that are in this scene. These are the ones that can be seen. So now what happens when I go over here to the story mode? No, I mean this scene. So how do I put people on the map? Okay, so actually, so he just rolled for initiative, but where is he? Oh, I can hide the grid as well. Show grid, hide grid. Map phases. Oh, I can put different maps in here. How do I put him on the map? There must be something that token. Okay, there we go. Now we've got a token for him. Okay, and it snaps to grid. Okay, all right. So right click. Okay, I've got token, hide, view, medium humanoid, caravan master. I want the music. When the music is here, it's immersive. Punk Soup says if you right click on scenes, you can edit them. Sable Phoenix says, I really love Lamentations, not only because of its mechanical changes that are a lot easier to use and make more sense, but also because of how hard it leans into the very dark and weird world of fantasy. That could be right for West Marches. The only thing about West Marches is that since the goal is to be out-of-town dungeon delving, you don't get a lot of role-playing with NPCs and often a mentality of min-maxing for traps and combat. Let's see. I could use my own microphone audio channel and a splitter like voice meter to do that easily enough. Talking about with a read. Well, yeah, I guess you could. See, that's what I think. I think that if we, yeah, I'm thinking about like the old. I mean, if you're building out this kind of immersive thing, I mean, you don't want the players sitting there listening forever. But remember, like when we went through the intro to Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, and it's got the includes interactive CD. So you should be able to make something like that and allow it to play. That way you can have different voice actors and things like that. With something that's supposed to be immersive like this, I think it would be neat. Okay. Yeah, I'm missing this this music. So, okay, so that's how we got him on the grid. If I go over here and I say playing our Gesto. Okay, so now I should be able to see, okay, attack with the maul. Attack. Oh, I forget. I got to hit use. I wish I could just click that and have it do it, because I'm like, what's going on? I click over here and I click the maul, and I'm like, it's not doing anything. But it brings up this over here, which I have use or edit. I wish there were just an edit button over here that if you want to edit it, just click edit. It seems ridiculous to have to click twice. So maul here, so then click use. Now he uses his maul. Okay, so there's attack and damage. That's why I guess you would link two different actions, because one is an attack roll and one is a damage roll. I see. Reduction of HP, XP, skills, check animal handling. Okay, let's stop playing him. So what are my other options? Oh, trackers. I can add some trackers for him. Primary tracker, secondary tracker, tracker panel. Okay, so let's go over here to the what is the Promised Land? Oh, so when I click over, something changed over here. So I guess I was seeing things. So Promised Land, let's press play on the Promised Land. Oh, that's this weird thing. Okay. So that's what that was. The tryouts, play. I see the menus coming up in the center now. And that is also some weird stuff. Finding the thief, retrieving the sunstone. I guess they don't have audio. if I go here and I click edit, so okay, previewing the scene, so you can preview a scene before you send it out to your players. Notes about the scene. Okay. Edit. Okay, so what happens when you edit this scene? So retrieving the sunstone, editing the scene. Name, location. Media, environment, visual, background, image, or video. Motion effect. Here. Music, musical sound bed. No, okay, there's no audio assets. That's why we're not hearing that. So musical sound bed. Ambient sound. The music seems so important. And maybe we can also have like special effects or something like that. Oh, I am in Safari. I meant to be doing this in Chrome. Alex says, dude, the effect is related to Safari. It does not support the video format. Thank you. I meant to be doing this in Chrome. You're right. You're right. Let me try this going out. Scenes by Omnix says might be an issue on Safari. Let me go over to Chrome. I had our tavern set up in because that seemed weird. There was something about that was just not right. Okay, because I was looking at our coffee shop in Chrome, but you're right. I was looking at that in Safari. So let's go over here to Chrome. Good information. Let me sign in. Let's try that. It was hard to believe that was exactly what they wanted there to be. I'm signing in over here. Okay, let's see. Let me get out of this. So Scenes by Omnix says videos can have native audio on them and add audio personally too. Hope you enjoy this experience. So much beauty in this VTT. Thank you. All right, let's go over here and let me take this, stop sharing this and go over here to Chrome. Now we know. So now let's log back in over here. Well, all right. This looks much better now. This does look much better now. So this is retrieving the sunstone. So let's go over here to the Promised Land. Let's play this one. Now I'm hearing audio. Right. Why wouldn't they have shipped it with audio? Of course they did. So maybe then, so now I've got an audio control. Makes perfect sense. Len says, Safari, welcome to the digital jungle. Yeah. I always broadcast here from the stream from Safari, from Chrome, rather. Excuse me. I always broadcast the stream from Chrome. But for some reason, that was up in okay, so that makes more sense. Let's go down here. Then what we're looking at, retrieving the sunstone. The price of firewood. Were we already here? Tracking the hunger wolf. I'm still not hearing audio here. But okay, let's see. So let's see if we wanted to. We were looking at editing. That's what we were looking at. So we were saying. So the motion effect on this one is fog. So okay. So we don't have to put all of those in. So we've got Alchemy default content, which is 12 different kinds. We've got wind, snow, tavern, rain, rainstorm, magic presence, gold, magic presence, purple, excuse me, light rays, fog, campfire, fire, and dust. Okay, so if let's put, it was fog, right? What happens if we go just magic purple? Okay. Music, so we do need to select a music sound bed. Upload audio to the assets tab if your connected universes to choose them here. So we upload audio assets to the assets tab of your connected universes to choose them here. Okay. Ambient sound, encounter music. Alternate music when initiative order is enabled. Oh, you can have like danger music. So when you roll initiative, you get danger music. So it says you have to add your own audio. Okay. Lynn says, I have to say, I've never seen tavern in a weather forecast. Let's see. So encounter music, encounter ambience, alternates when initiative order is enabled. Okay, and then metadata tags. Tactical, map 1, image or video displayed in tactical mode. And it looks like we can add maps because we said you could drop down. And it looked like map phases or something like that. So maybe if you have like, this is some type of caravan or something, caravan destroyed. Grid type, oh, we can have hexes, people. We can have hexes. We can have hexes. I'm going to enable hexes. Grid size in squares, notes. There's a lot here in this case. Like it says, it's not unlikely the players will want to backtrack the movement of the Hunger Wolf, which will lead them to the Elven camp. To do that, the characters must make 3 DC 13 Wisdom survival checks, each representing about 2 hours of tracking. So it'll be late in the afternoon before they find the camp. You know, I was thinking that some of this, I would definitely want some physical stuff still sitting with me here at the table. Like for this kind of information, I'd want to be able to flip through a book, to have my, game rules reference, and then maybe as the game master, some notes and things like that physically here in front of me instead of having to look through this. Maybe. So it'll be late in the afternoon because this is a lot to understand. Of course, it'd be a lot to understand physically too, but I feel like I might, if I need to reference other things, I might be able to do it easier in a flip book or something. So it'll be late in the afternoon before they can find the camp. In this case, the event described in Scene 5, Storm Night, will commence between the second and third check. To sneak up on the elves requires a group DC dexterity stealth check. If half or more of the group fails, the elves stand up warily but do not immediately attack. If instead the check succeeds, a character that understands Elvish can sneak up and listen to the elves' conversation. So I guess here's the elven conversation. See, that's the kind of thing I'd like to be able to hit a button and play. Okay, let's check this here. Okay, so now I got the purple magic here. And if I go over here, yep, now we have hexes. Map scale, grid opacity, invert grid. Story. Okay, Scene 4, Tracking the Hunger Wolf. GM actions. Add an action. With actions, you can automate certain game functions. Attack, dice roll, table roll, command, message. Me, roll, whisper. /me /roll /whisper. Okay, that's something to look at. The automation. Forecast for tonight, dark, mostly dark, with widely scattered light in the morning. Scenes by Omnimic. Thank you so much for your help here. I really appreciate it. It's so nice when you have people who are looking at this who have already been involved. So, Scenes, here's to you, man. Thank you. It says, I think there's an audio pack in the marketplace, was free before. Bought items are always available in the tabs when added to a universe. So Micah says, yeah, you have to choose to get the pack and then add it. By default, it isn't there, though. Micah says, honestly, one thing I've always wondered is whether triangles would work just as good as hexes or not. No, you want a total party kill option? So command, that's interesting. Well, I'll have to look up documentation on that. Game Master, got it. Thanks. An attack performs a roll to hit. Ranged attack, saving throw, damage dice. And then handouts. When you add maps or handouts, they will be displayed here. Let's say add handout. Handouts from connected game content will appear here. Edit game content. Oh yeah, we are in the ruins of Simbarum. Side of things now. Oh, but this does say this is the 5th edition. What was I doing? Oh, so maps. No. Handout. Handouts from connected game content will appear here. Well, what else do we need to look at here? Let's go back to the beginning here. Let's see. How do we? Okay. Probably. Okay. Quit game. Okay, so here I am back at the beginning. Library. So this is my stuff, I guess, because it came with these demos, and we added this free Ruins of Simbarum thing here. Edit. So what happens if I edit that? Spectators. Okay, I think we looked at that. Players. Need more content. Content universes. Purchased, created. Oh, we should click Create Universe. Public, coming soon. Shared universes you create within Alchemy and browse those shared by others. Let's see what happens when I click Create. We'll see, what is this? This is the marketplace. Before we do that, let's see what all these other things are. So this is the marketplace. I do like there being a marketplace. It's like you're saying, there's two different styles here. I've been seeing this as I was looking at this last night. I was like, we need one way to go is quick and dirty, is you don't want to have to set up stuff, and you want to just jump in and play. The other way is for there to be a whole bunch of stuff, which does, for some people, make a better experience. Doesn't necessarily always make a better experience. I'm not necessarily talking about Alchemy here. I'm just talking about that there can be a whole bunch of finicky stuff. You say, hey, let's add in a whole bunch of stuff to the VTT. It's possible that it can get finicky, but you can add a bunch of stuff that actually does help, but you got to set all that stuff up. So, and actually, this is what I was saying. Didn't we talk about this yesterday? So if somebody sets up something really nice, then yes, they should be able to sell it. So if you want to sit down and play without all the setup time, but you like all of the bells and whistles and stuff for your virtual game, then just click here. Somebody has already set it up for you, and then everybody can use it. And then that person also makes some money. So I like that. So what have we got here in the marketplace? So we do have different major publishers up here. New arrivals. I don't know what these are, but this is the Guide to Monsters, Settings and Systems. The Griffin's Saddlebag. Oh, there's Pirate Borg. We need to look at that one too. Trey was saying in the Discord server that the Pirate Borg is really good. Campfire, elegant travel for 5e. That's interesting. Does it tell me what it is? A campfire is an elegant travel system designed for D&D 5th edition. It provides a middle ground between simply montaging travel and rolling for encounters on a table. It focuses on interesting skill usage, role play, and meaningful wildfalls and hardships, windfalls, and hardships that last after the travel. The system can resolve any travel in 15 minutes if you choose. Well, that's interesting. Or it can be expanded with many role-playing opportunities along the way. Let's see. Ultimate Bestiary, Adventures, NPCs and items. Story assets, temperate region motion effects, James RPG art, wilderness campsites, into the woods, forests, and villages. So let's just like right here. Okay, so this is a collection of fully customizable biome and region themed battle maps for your favorite tabletop RPG. They are ideal for preset or random encounters out of the wilderness, so you can be fully prepared no matter what direction your players choose to head in. The battle maps come in 3 variations: fully furnished, highly detailed day and night versions with props already placed for an extra level of immersion and storytelling. 19 scenes, 57 assets. Temperate region, 34K animated scenes. That's cool. Here. Okay, I bet this is what we were looking for. Tabletop audio complete collection. I bet that's what free. I'll go ahead and add this to my account. Get the complete collection of ambiences and music specifically composed to make your TTRPG more immersive. This complete collection includes nearly 300 diversely thematic ambiences ready for whatever game you're playing. The music and ambience is generally offered for free from Tabletop Audio. Please consider supporting them on Patrons. This is 296 audio assets. So I guess now I would be able to put some of them into the game. There we go. That's the interior? I guess. Warzone? Sounds like gunfire. Modern gunfire. Okay, so there's a lot here to choose from that is free. That's pretty cool. Thank you to Tabletop Audio for providing those. Let's see. So lots of the story assets, the ones that like into the caves. Okay, so that's what's here. What's down here? What's new? Okay, let's go over here and let's try creating a universe. Let's see what that's like. Hey Knox, welcome. Yes, we did. We got that figured out. We're on Chrome now. See you later, Lynn. Have a good meeting. All right, let's create a universe. I want to see what's going on here. So this says 5th edition up there. Oh, game system. So I got to drop down here. 5th edition, Pirate Borg, none, or custom. People are asking about a custom game or system stuff like this. Let's say custom. So if this were the one we were working on, it would be Faded Edge. we'll just call it test universe, morning grind test universe. Testing universe, slug testing universe, testing the universe. Background visual, universe header background image, and then universe logo. Okay, I don't have one of those right now. Does this tell me what like what size that needs to be? No. But it does tell me what to use here. File types. Probably tell me after I upload it, it's too big. All right. Next. So now I'm in a universe. Create articles to capture information about your world, campaign, or setting. You know, we have some of that. You know, I was working with World Anvil. I was putting some of the stuff in World Anvil. And I mean, World Anvil's got a lot of stuff, but my issue that I was having is that it's not executable. So this sounds like some way to be executable. If we are, you know, if I put all of the information in here, then we should be able to execute and play it, which does is a bit more interesting to me. So like create article. Untitled, the pen and paper never forgets visual, primary audio. You can audio for an article, attachments, metadata. Okay, so now I have an article down here. NPCs, add non-player characters directly to the scenes of your connected games. So I need to create the NPCs in the universe here. Pre-mades, add pre-made player characters to your games that can be chosen by your players. Oh, that's cool. Like I said, I'm a fan of pre-made characters. We don't have to always use them, but I do like pre-made characters if you want to sit down and play, especially if you're just trying to learn a game or you just want to sit down and play, and character creations can take more than 15 minutes and you're more interested in playing anyway. I do like having pre-made characters. So that's cool. We can make pre-made characters here. Here are the handouts. Add pre-made handouts directly to your connected games with images, maps. So you have to load all of your assets here. So you load all of your assets from the universe, and then you're able to access them from the scenes. That looks like the way here. Items, add custom items directly to your connected games that can be equipped and used by characters. If I say create item, choose item type, basic item, weapon, armor, or custom. Use Markdown to format rich text for the description. Actions. Oh, okay. So actions you add here are rollable after the item is added and equipped by a character. Well, that's cool. Oh, and new items. I can put up an image of it. What are you thinking about this? What are you thinking about this? I'm thinking it's pretty cool. You know, we're going to take a look at a couple of other ones too, but you know, I'm all about the feel of things. So here are the scenes. Add pre-made scenes directly to your connected game with images, audio, story notes, and more. Assets. Upload images, videos, maps, and audio to be used throughout your universe and connected games. Okay, so here's where the audio would go. Upload images, videos, maps. So if I say create a scene, scene name, location, environmental visual, which is the background image or video, motion effect, music, ambient sound, encounter music, encounter ambience, tactical, grid type, adding maps here, notes, NPCs. Okay, so no NPCs here, but I can add just the basic template. So I suppose if I had NPCs, I'd be able to add them. What was this up here? Save, copy embed code, or add to module. Articles, NPCs. Okay, so here we've got. So we said custom, right? So name, new character, concept over here, token size, attributes, add attribute, add skill, add features, notes, and tags. So if you're saying custom, this is what you got. So if I say add attribute and we want to have spirit, I can add that over here. Okay. So I'm +3 on, and then this is wilderness or outdoorsmanship. Features, add feature, name, description. Could be like aspects and fate or something like that. Notes. The character can have trackers. Okay, XP and HP. Primary tracker label. Consumption. Okay, so we can change whatever we want over here. So this was XP. Fill color yellow. Current point value. Maximum point value. Secondary tracker label HP. So this could be if you were like tracking mana or something, I guess. Mana. This is more like a. I guess Diablo has. I guess Diablo has XP too. Yeah, but okay, you could have HP and mana here. And then make that blue. Secondary tracker panel. And then we said this could be, so here I could add, make this pips. I wish I could change the color of the pips. New tracker, rations. Oh, maybe 6 is the most I can do with pips. But if I go bar, okay, so that's good to know. So it looked like it wouldn't let me add any more to pips. Add tracker torches. Check. Oh. So here I've got, wait, I wasn't quite done with him yet. Edit. Okay. Trackers, actions. Dice roll, roll table, command, or message. Roll dice. With actions, you can automate certain game functions. Choose a type to get started. What if I say roll table? Oh, so dice, 1d4 bonus attribute skill, roll table. So here's where you you cast magic missile at a 1d4 level spell. You cast detect thoughts. You cast haste on yourself. You spontaneously combust. Random havoc. Punk Soup says, me likey so far. Tibby says, thank you, Tibby. Maximum 6 pips, infinite for the bar. Thanks. And good to see you here. Equipment, add item. No items available. Use the button above to create one. So might need to add in like a bunch of just general items if they're needed. Because like I'm for tracking inventory and encumbrance and things like that in a very simple way. I think it's necessary, and can potentially be or should be used when used correctly to enhance the game. But I don't need to track every little thing they've got. So give me what's significant that they've got. A description of the character, public description, allow other players to see your description. Okay, so edit. Okay, click back to save, I guess. Can download it. Oh, it downloads as a JSON file. I was wondering what it was going to give me. So it downloads as a JSON file. Maybe that allows you to import and export them, like import characters to different games or something like that. Pre-mades, probably about the same thing over here. Character name, choose a concept. Library, choose an existing character from a library to clone as a pre-made character. Choose a pre-made character from this content universe to start with. Create a handout. Oh, I didn't see that. NPC, so we did that. Pre-mades, handouts, create a handout. So name, handout image or video. Open in full screen, enables pan and zoom, best for maps and other large images. Metadata here, content. Use Markdown to format rich text of your handout. I was wondering if you just had to upload a JPEG, but no, there's more to it than that. Not a whole lot, but there's more to it than that. So that's where you would put the image or the video. Open in full screen, and that's the content of the handout. Items. Create an item. Item name. Choose type. Okay, I think we did see that. Basic item, weapon, armor, or custom. Description and the actions that the item does. I think we did see that. And then our assets. Upload assets. Huh. Well, I'm very interested. I'm glad I took the time to go through some of the tutorials on this today. I think today was a very productive day here on the Morning Grind. I can see building something really neat with this. And I do like that it has a marketplace, because if you go through, can you package... Let's see, here is creators. What does it say about creators here? The Creator Partner Program. Thanks for your interest in partnering with us to reimagine the online role-playing game experience. As lifelong creators, our team is passionate about building the absolute best platform for you to beautifully host your creative works, connect with a broader audience, and develop a meaningful revenue stream. Players love Alchemy for its immersive storytelling experience, but great content is what brings them to our platform. Because of this, we see no objective more critical than forming lasting friendships and mutually beneficial partnerships with those who bring their creations to Alchemy. We look forward to partnering with you. Oh, so okay. So this is, I guess this is how you get stuff into the marketplace. Do you allow content generated with AI in your marketplace? Generative AI is fascinating technology, but we think training AI models on creative works without the artist's consent is unethical and damaging to the creative community. No product created using AI art or writing will be permitted on the marketplace, and we encourage creators to reconsider its use in commercial works. Oh, well, that's interesting, especially now that Adobe has been integrating generative AI technology into things like Photoshop. Like, even if you hire an artist now, like they're like generative fill and things like that, that's being deeply integrated into Photoshop. So even if you hire an artist, how do you know that, and they're using Photoshop, how do you know that they're not using generative technology? That's I wonder how they're adjudicating that. So that's interesting. How do you feel about that? Like, how are you going to know? Right? How are you going to, as this becomes more and more embedded in a whole bunch of different different art programs, especially since why does this, what if you own the rights to your training data? Like, isn't that what, that's a big fight right now, right? That am I right in saying that Google just like update? I saw this as a headline. So this may not be right because I wanted to investigate more. But like if you update, updating terms of service to say that, well, hey, if you're posting stuff through Google, then we have the right to scan it for AI training and things like that. So I'm afraid that right there, like, how are you going to prove that you don't have the rights to that? I suppose if you're using Adobe's generative technology, then you would say, hey, no, I do, because I paid for Adobe. So I've got the rights to that. But that's going to have to change, I think. That's interesting. Honestly, 60% and 80% is better than most, even drive-through ID. Tibby says the idea is not wanting to be flooded with low-effort, mass-produced AI generation. Well, I can see that's probably the goal. Like somebody might want that. Generative AI, you don't want... First of all, they don't say that. That's not what this says. If the idea is, they're saying this has something to do with ethics and damaging the creator community. So they don't say that they don't want to be, that the objective here is to not be flooded with low effort, mass produced AI generated. I think what you have to do there is you have to curate the content, right? If that's the goal. If that's the goal. Can anyone join the Creator Partner Program? In order to maintain a high bar of quality and product fit, we do not extend invitations. We do not extend invitations to all who apply to. Oh, you have to apply to join this, the Creator Partner Program. However you want. Well, that's another way that you could do it. If everybody can't join this, and you're concerned about the quality, like Tibby is talking about, if you're concerned about the quality, then you just gate who can actually be part of the Creator Partner Program. And if they start making stuff that you think is low quality, I guess you kick them off again. However, we want all creators to have the ability to share their works on Alchemy and are working on future tools to enable creators to monetize their content universes. Is there a minimum price? Yes, to keep pricing competitive and value high, the minimum price you'll be able to set your product is $5 USD. Can smaller creators eventually, since we're working on a way for creators of any size to offer subscriptions to their content universes? Do you offer patron integrations? Potentially. Do I need a lot of artwork for my title to be accepted? Not necessarily. Alchemy is built around displaying rich environments, but visual assets will be available in our marketplace so game masters can have the ability to visualize scenes in your story with the artwork they have available to them. Micah says, yeah, the reaction to AI by most markets that take a stance against it really don't even know the complications of their position. It mostly is politics unless someone specifically tries to claim someone used AI. I think Micah's still finishing here. At least GMS magazine says in their ethics that they'll state if it was used, if they are aware of it, but leave the decision up to others to decide how they react. See, I was thinking that, like, with this might not be the case, but like, for instance, I think it is, but if it's not the case, it's still an interesting like thought here that, well, I think that Adobe's generative like stable diffusion technology is all trained on Adobe stock. So Adobe already has a huge stock library of its own images, right? And so I think that's what it was using. I think that's what it was using to train all of the stuff that's getting embedded in the Adobe products. So if you're worried about, hey, do you have, if like, I have a different solution to this whole problem. But if, for instance, if this is the problem, like they're talking about here, that, wait a minute, do you have a license for something? Then you can say, then Adobe can step in and say, yes, we have a solution to that. Hey, does Alchemy RPG not let you upload things that you're making with open source software? Did you download Stable Diffusion and are creating works of art, using open source technology free on your own computer? And then there's a website that's not accepting that. Well, here we have your solution. Pay the subscription to Adobe and then just generate it here. And then if somebody asks, just tell them that, yes, you do have the rights to it because you're subscribed to Adobe and you can use the things that you create through Adobe. So one way is, wait a minute. What are people doing this free? Are people using free open source technology to do that? And plus, this is kind of ridiculous too, because this says it says we think training AI models on creative works without the artist's consent is unethical and damaging to the creative community. It's not even possible to get consent, right? Is it? I don't know if it's most artists, but that's such a weird stance because you're not even able to get consent for a lot of artists, right? Like, how are you going? Like, if you decided I want my entire world to be in the style of Leonardo da Vinci, and you train your own model to generate AI art in the style of Leonardo da Vinci, you can't even get Leonardo da Vinci's permission, right? So I don't understand that. That seems like a weird thing to write. So that needs more thought. Big shareholders of the platform are very anti-AI. Hopefully their community market will state your production. Buyer decides. We will see. Well, then they need to state that, right? Tibby says Da Vinci's in the public domain, though. That's different. This doesn't say, like, this does not say, do you allow, this is not a very complex statement right here. This says that if I were to train, it doesn't say, this statement right here does not say that they think that it's, we think training models on creative works without the artist's consent is unethical and damaging to the creative community unless the works are in the public domain. It does not give that exception right here. It does not give that exception. I think that would be a good exception to add, right? But right now, this does not have that exception in it. Micah says, which is what I've been saying for a while, would something that would be a suitable solution for, they use this model, which is limited to this catalog, etc. Except when people tweaking things themselves, you can't really prove it one way or another. Punk Soup says, once an artist puts work into the world, it cannot be unseen by human eyes or AI. I'm an artist and I learned by imitating and studying art that went before me. I mean, I think that's a great point too. I know that a lot of there's a lot of issues on Reddit right now about them trying to shut down scraping on Reddit to make sure that you can't. I have a different solution for this problem because I kind of agree with you, Punk Soup. Once you put stuff out there, there's not a whole lot. You can't stop people from looking at it, whether that is another human being or if it's Commander Data, right? if Commander Data looks at, from Star Trek, looks at all the stuff on DeviantArt or something like that, and then uses it to create some new art, I don't know. Anyway, that's kind of a side. We'll see how that develops. All right. Well, anyway, I did sign up for the Kickstarter for this. So I've got some, I think it was like the unlimited access for 6 months, something like that, but I don't think it's been fulfilled. So I wonder what we will get. I've been following the dev blogs here on YouTube. I've subscribed to the YouTube channel, and sometimes I was listening in on what was actually being changed here. So I'm very excited about this. I am looking forward to seeing more stuff going on here. So who knows? And we may even try it out and start putting in some of the stuff that we're building here on. Need to get back to World Building Wednesdays and then also the game designs on Tuesdays and see what we can build, because it does seem pretty cool. All right. I've got to get out of here. So I will see everybody later. We may do a Scenes says, looking forward to more of your content on this platform as well. Thank you for the coverage. Well, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. I have enjoyed this. I think it was a great conversation. So we'll see what we can build. We'll see what we can use it for. Where was I going with that? Oh, we may do an open house for the coffee shop soon. At least have people walk around. So we may be doing that very soon. We will see how that goes. I don't know if it may be too soon to do it tonight. I really want to get going with it. but maybe something tomorrow. But anyway, all right. Have a wonderful evening. Stay tuned. If you're subscribed, I'll put it in the community tab and also in the Discord server. Let me put one more Discord server link down here. I will see everybody later. Have a great day. Be creative, be productive, and grind on. Later, everybody.